Hi, I'm Steph Pellish at Thriving Through Motherhood, and I'm here with Dr.
I'm,
Judy.
I'm Dr. Judy and with Parenting Matters Consulting. I'm a parent coach and do parenting education. Thanks, Steph, for having me here.
Sure, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. And we figured we were just talking about a few things about parenting and being in the space of a motherhood coach and working with moms. There are a lot of difficulties with parenting. And with talking to Dr. Judy today, we were talking about my kids yesterday. My kids range from 2 years old to 12 years old. And yesterday, everybody needed my attention. And I had things to do like laundry and dishes. And quite honestly, just needed some alone time to do what I needed to do to fill my own cup up. And so Dr. Judy had mentioned attention first parenting. So can you kind of tell everybody a little bit about that?
Yeah, certainly. As we've talked about, I'm a preventative parent. So, like,
Mhm.
what can we do before these things happen? And with attention, it's interesting because we all want the attention. In fact, there's like a attention bucket and a control bucket. But attention's really important because our kids want to know that you notice them. And so it doesn't have to be this huge attention, but if they're not getting it, they'll get it somehow. And it could be through their behaviors. It could be through their interactions with siblings. It could be many ways. And so the attention first is where we give our kids that attention first to where they don't have to take it, or their behaviors don't have to warrant us going, what are you doing now? Stop it. That we have positive attention.
Yeah.
And so what I kind of noticed this when I went back to work, and my son, he was about 2, all of a sudden these behaviors, and I'm like, what is going on? And he just was clingy. I said, he's like a Velcro kid. And so
I call it my
I
mommy magnet.
yeah, exactly.
I
We
turn
probably
the
all have
magnet
many
on.
names for
My
it.
kids turn the magnet on and they're right next to me. I'm like, what? No.
I know, it's like my Velcro kid, and so I thought, okay, so taking what I know about, attention in that time, what I did was I thought, well, I'm going to give him attention first, so he doesn't have to have behaviors to get my attention because he deserves my attention.
Sure.
And so what I did was I called it mommy time. So let's have some mommy time. And I sat him up on my lap, no phones, no distractions, not a sippy cup, not snacks or anything, not even a book. And I just put him up on my lap and we just engaged and talked and tickled and hugged and really had that eye contact and engaged. And so the first time it was probably good 12, 15 minutes. And it was just fun. And then he'd start looking for the book. I said, no, it's mommy time. It's just us. It's just us. And so eventually he said, I'm done. And he got down and moved away. There's
Mhm.
a big difference than when him saying, I'm done, because that means his attention bucket's full and he can
Right.
move away. And so if I'm pushing it, like, okay, I got to go, I got to do this, what's the message? The dishes are more important. This is more important. My brother's more important. Looking at my emails more important. And so what this is that he said, I'm done. And he moved away. The other thing too was it developed kind of something for him to, if I was looking at him and he looked like he was getting kind of whiny, I said, do you need some mommy time? And he got to decide. And yeah or no. And so he got to self-assess. He got to
Yeah.
check in with himself and say, I think I'm okay, or yes, I think I do. So
Yeah.
that's really huge when we allow our kids to self-assess.
Yeah. Because then they're learning to get their needs met. Yeah.
Exactly. And he was 2 at a really young age. And so then, he would look and sometimes go, I need some mommy time. Okay, come on. And I would stop. Same thing. No phones, no this, no, bottles, no cookies, no, just mommy time. And so that became a safe thing. That became like that circle of security that I was
Mhm.
here. He knew I was here. He could ask for it. And that eliminated so many behaviors.
Now,
And often
what did that look like as he got a little bit older?
It was funny because as he got older, he didn't want to climb on my lap. I would always
Sure.
walk by, and when I walk by, I'd squeeze his shoulder or just,
Mhm.
give him a kiss on top of the head. I would check in, and we would always check in. So even, as a big kid, he'll walk by behind me and I'll put my hand up automatically. I'll just put my hand up, we squeeze hands, and then he goes. We just connect. And there's
Yeah.
no words, and he's like 6'3" now. I mean, he's a huge, and still it's automatic. Like, he was walking behind me and I just, went like this and we touched hands. And so it was something that, he doesn't need to sit on my lap anymore, and it would be uncomfortable. But
Sure.
but we have made systems to make sure we're connected.
Yeah. And have been able to maintain that connection too
Right,
in
right.
appropriate
And
ways.
yeah, and it makes a difference if we're pushing them away or they're saying, so, with the
Yeah.
preventative part is if we do that with our kids, and maybe we have 3 kids in 15, 20 minutes, that 15 or 20 minutes is going to be so crucial for them. But it's also not 15, 20 minutes that we're dealing with. Leave your brother alone. Stop it. It eliminates so much of that. So it's
Right.
actually saving time. It's relational, and it's building lifetime skills.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for that. That's great information. I appreciate your time today, Dr. Judy, and thank you for sharing your knowledge with us.
Absolutely.
And where can we find you?
So I'm at parentingmattersconsulting.com, and take a look. And I do parenting coaching from toddlers to teens to launching young adults as well.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for having me, Stephanie.
Bye.